So, last month, the Bulgarian Parliament, influenced by the thousands who protested, issued a moratorium banning the production of shale gas by hydraulic fracturing. So we got our ban, but the fight continues in urging our Romanian neighbours to do the same. The controversial practice of hydraulic fracturing to produce shale gas raises many environmental concerns. A report from the United States House of Representatives Committee on Energy and Commerce from April 2011 states that last Congress, the committee launched an investigation to examine the practice of hydraulic fracturing in the US. Between 2005 and 2009, the 14 oil and gas service companies involved used more than 2,500 hydraulic fracturing products containing 750 chemicals and other components. Some are common, such as salt and citric acid. Some are toxic, such as benzene and lead. An article by Richard Blank, BBC environmental correspondent, supports these findings in that US researchers admit to high volumes of methane leaking out of the wells during and post-fracking. This has huge implications on both our lands. Our shared region of Dobruja, where the fracking could potentially happen, is one of the most fertile lands in Europe. It's a combined total of over 20,000 square kilometers with a population of 1 million people in the Romanian region alone. It's a vast amount of land which supports both countries through its production of cereal, crops, vineyards and livestock, and is connected by underground freshwater supplies. If drilling begins in Romania, the toxicity of the water will spread to Bulgaria. It will mean the end of thousands of Bulgarian livelihoods and a million Romanian ones. We must protect this land, and in turn we are protecting ourselves. That's why we want you to stand up for your government and the large oil corporations who are looking to drill and poison your land. Of course we want our countries to prosper, but at what cost? Are you prepared to drink toxic water, to consume toxic food, and to see your health weaken, all because a large corporation wants to make money? To further support our cause, the European Union Policy Department for Economic and Scientific Policy has produced a report into the impact of shale gas and shale oil extraction on the environment and on human health. This report offers substantial evidence in our fight for clean, contaminated water and land. Its findings are that the problem with the process of fracking starts at the transportation facilities and ends with damage to human health. As Josh Fox, maker of Gasland, suggests, on average 400 trucks are necessary to transport water and supplies to and from sites. The EU report confirms that the impacts from drilling pads, parking, equipment and transport are unavoidable. Major concerns are air pollutants, groundwater contamination due to uncontrolled spills and leaks and improper wastewater discharge. According to industry sources, between 20 and 50% of the water used returns to the surface as flowback. Further to that, the report lists radioactive materials which are contained in the fracturing fluid and the threat of methane contaminating the water. The implications continue with the possibilities of earthquakes. In the US, the rate of small earthquakes has increased around locations where wells exist. It is well documented that in April 2011, Blackpool suffered a small earthquake which was followed in June by a larger one. Due to the effect of fracking in the area, the drilling was stopped as many residents have raised their concerns and their occurrence is under investigation. A letter by Susan Graham from the Centre for Constitutional Rights and Columbia Environmental Law Clinic dated March 2011 states, the impacts of such contamination risks disproportionately affect rural, economically underdeveloped communities throughout the country. Water withdrawal and contamination disproportionately impacts farmers and fishermen. Politics and economics make it substantially more likely that hydraulic fracturing wells will be located in rural regions. Local communities in rural areas are more likely to agree to the environmentally destructive practices of fossil fuel industry in exchange for the promise of economic stimulation. They have less diverse economies. Larger metropolis are better equipped to resist pressure from the natural gas industry. For example, despite the existence of valuable shale resources in the region, the New York City Department of Environmental Protection has declared that hydraulic fracturing poses an unacceptable threat to the unfiltered water the lives of 9 million New Yorkers and cannot safely be permitted swift and New York's watersheds. The letter continues. The placement of natural gas extraction in rural areas increases the likelihood that the water contamination will go undetected because rural water supplies are difficult to monitor. During a recent interview with Professor Alexander Setan, a geologist from the University of Mining and Geology, St. Ivan Lyoski, is an expert in the field of petroleum sedimentology and geology, who stands against fracking of Shale. He confirms our worst fears: the landscape becomes desert-like, and suggests further detriment to structure. Of the land in close proximity to the wells. The negative effects on the environment due to fracking outweighs any prospects of economic gain. If these reports, facts and figures don't mean anything to you, then ask yourselves, what does your land mean to you, your health and that of your families? Are these not reasons enough to put pressure on your government to ban the drilling for shale gas? Think about your land, the health of your families, and our power to say yes to a fracking ban in Romania and worldwide. Don't wait for your government. Your politicians won't stop the oil companies from destroying your lands. The weight of that task is on us, the people. It's a heavy load. You think you have to do it alone. But look at the widespread protest in USA, Bulgaria, France, England, and all over the world. The people united peacefully on the streets, thousands united in one voice, and in these days the power was truly that of the people. We want a complete ban on shale gas extraction in Romania, and we will not stop until we achieve our goal.